Welcome back to the channel, and today we are diving back into Screwdrivers, the Lego Technic style vehicle building game where you deal with gear ratios and all that stuff. And I'm taking another look at it because they just came out with a new DLC that it incorporates flying mechanics, like purposeful flying mechanics. There were flying mechanics before, but it was basically using spoilers to build propellers that were not designed to be propellers. But now they've officially added plane parts to the game and a whole bunch of other stuff too. So if we go into free drive here, we have our standard normal map. We got like the supersonic map. This was also a new map that was added a while back, but now there's also another new ground-based map. Looks like there's a massive long drag strip over here, and then there is the DLC for the flying, which is called Pretty Fly DLC, and this is the flying map. But the crazy thing is, even on this map here, if we go to career mode, there's a whole set of new race challenges, and in the DLC, there's also a whole bunch of challenges in this DLC too. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be a good introduction to the DLC. And it looks like for this, we get rewarded a rotary engine, propeller, and airplane wing, which seems like some pretty good basic building parts. Looks like we get some like altitude gauges, some other wing parts for these things. Turbine. Oh, we can get like turbine engines. Rotary ×8. Vertical speed gauge. Yeah, just all kinds of stuff for each one of these challenges. All right, let's go to my garage though. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to do a challenge if I don't have the wing parts yet. All right, I'm gonna choose this one. I'm assuming I have to like taxi across a runway or something because I don't have any plane parts yet, so for sure I can't be expected to fly yet. All right, airport supervisor it's called. I'm ready. I forget how to play this. I haven't played this game in so long. All right, here we go. Yeah, it looks like it is just a race. Yep, spaces, emergency brake. Good to know. Oh, this thing has too much acceleration. All right, where am I going? Am I doing? Oh, I'm doing 3 laps. Okay. Should be easy enough, except for the fact that this vehicle has too much acceleration on the terrain here. Oh, look at that. I'm about to lap him. Can I hit him? Nope. Okay, he's just a ghost. I'm racing an actual plane, but their plane doesn't even take off. All right, this should be the final checkpoint here. There we go. All right, we have beat the Monarch, Airport Supervisor Monarch. So now we've unlocked the chassis of this thing, which is kind of a ridiculous looking vehicle. I'm gonna have to remember how to build in this game. But we got the rotary engine in there. Take chassis. New part unlocked, propeller. This propeller blade can be attached to an engine-powered hinge joint, depending on the location of the propeller blade. Whether it is far away from the rotation axle or closer to the center, it provides thrust power when the hinge joint is rotating. You can use it to build propellers of any shapes and amounts of blades. All right, we got the airplane wing. Seems pretty self-explanatory. Another airplane wing. Wooden flap. This flap generates forces similar to the airplane wings, but it's smaller and can be attached to a stepper motor-powered hinge joint. It's a lot of nouns. To build ailerons, elevators, and rudders. Another... we unlocked a bunch of wings. All right, wait, what happened to the rotary? I wanted to see the rotary engine thing. Whoa, look at the rock formation. There's like stuff floating up in the air. Whoa, there's floating islands and stuff. All right, let's get back to the garage. Let's go to career. All right, so now our next one is called The Start here. So I gotta assume that we're gonna have to fly in this one. Let's go to build. All right, let's take a look at our parts. Pretty Fly. Okay, so they're under their own DLC category. Oh wait, did I not unlock the rotor? I swear that the rotary engine was one of the things that we were supposed to unlock there. Engines. Ah, it's okay. It has the DLC thing on it, but it's technically not in the Pretty Fly category. All right, so we got the rotary ×4. Why do we have a rotary ×8? I thought that was unlocked later. Has 4 rotating cylinders, provides an extremely high RPM at moderate power, which is perfectly suited to be used to power propellers for airplanes. All right, now I got to relearn how to build in this game. There's like, wait, what are these things? There's more stuff locked. There's more parts I haven't found yet. Anyway, let me get the engine. How do the engines work again? The engine is the source of the power, right? So if we take this, we slap it right there. All right, so that is going to rotate. Oh, okay, no, that rotates this. I want it to be the other way around. There we go. So now I can put the propeller stuff here. Oh, this looks like a appropriate connector here. Is that's gonna rotate, right? Is that gonna rotate? That looks like the perfect connector for exactly what I'm doing. All right, so then we attach this. If it's gonna rotate to the left from this perspective, does it matter? It should matter what direction we place it. That looks like it's the opposite of what I want right now, so I'm going to flip. I guess I could just reverse the forward and back, because it seems like these are these going the right? But wait, then if I want a dual rotor, oh no, this is going to provide a lot of torque, isn't it? Wait a minute, that one's facing the way that I want it to face, because that one would provide forward force if it's going in this direction. But this one's gonna provide forward force. Oh no, if it is going in that direction. No, never mind. They're still technically reversed from what I wanted. Yeah, isn't this just going to create a huge amount of torque that's gonna flip me over? All right, I think that's a good spot to attach some wings. I really feel like I'm just gonna end up flipping over through torque. I don't know if I can provide like a counter torque easily or not. But let's just build it and see what happens. Also, I don't have like gears. I forgot that like in other vehicles I had like different gears. So I have no idea if I need to create like some type of gearing system with different speeds, make it go faster than it is. I'm just having it straight up in front, just 1-to-1. All right, how do the wings attach? All right, they look pretty simple. All right, so I think this is what I'm looking for. Oh, that's big. All right, it's like every single way except the way that I want it right now. Literally every... Wait, is this the wrong side? Airplane W wing M. Airplane W wing MM. Maybe I chose the wrong one. There we go. That's the direction. Oh, no. All right, that's a little bit too far forward, actually. All right, that's what I want, right? And then we can choose another one and get the wing tip. So I think I want this one. No, that seems like that's the wrong way. Let's try this one. There we go. All right, that looks correct. All right, so I want some like landing gear. Make myself a tail dragger. For some reason I can't put my wheel here. Small suspension, that's new. Ah, I guess wheels have to be on suspension. All right, that looks fine enough though. And I know I'm gonna have to like restructure all of this because I'm gonna have to like put some gearing in here at some point. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to lift off. I gotta put the control... Wait, what about flaps? I need flaps on this thing. Probably gonna attach like at the ends, right? Then we take a flap. Oh. That's not how I wanted it to attach. Wait, the flap needs to be controllable though. So that means I need a stepper motor. Stepper motor will go... That makes sense right there. We can just attach like a big old rod like that. Stepper motor will control that thing in its entirely, and then hopefully the flaps have a through point where I would want to just attach it anywhere. Yeah, like I want that, but I want it to be further down. It only attaches at the end? Well, I guess I only need it. I don't need it to go through like that. No. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. All right, so now I just need to get this on the right way. There we go. And then we do that. And then we duplicate that. There we go. Now we got some flaps. How do we control the flaps? Let's turn off mirror mode for a sec as we configure this. So this is our yaw. So this one is the left one. I don't know which angle applies to which direction. Degree A or degree B, you know? And definitely not 90 degrees. We're gonna go for like, 10 degrees and negative 10 degrees. A and D. Can I do a quick test? Calculating vehicle. It yelled at me. Air control is disabled for planes. Okay, A and D is not working. The engine is also not nothing's working. Why is the engine not rotating the propeller? Do I need something else hooked into the rotary engine? I thought the rotary engine was going to be the source of power, but is that not the case? Also, the stepper motor seems to not be working. All right, none of that worked the way it was intended. Oh, I don't think this is rotating. I think that's the problem. I think I need this. Yeah. All right, let's just do a quick test to see if that works now. Yeah. All right, I definitely got to reverse that. Now if I go... Okay, hold on. All right, I can't tell right now if it's gonna work, but the propeller's spinning, so we got some progress. All right, we do have the issue though of the stepper motors. Resting angle, turn degree A and B, rotation speed 100%, turn degree. What is resting angle? Oh, hold key down, yeah. So if I hold the key down, it'll do it. Then when I release the key, it should go back to the resting angle. I'm assuming that's what that means. All right, rotation speed 100%. Close. All right, now let's see if this works. Stepper motor is not working. I also forgot to reverse this. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the stepper motors. It is smaller and can be attached to a stepper motor to build ailerons. Engines. There's a stepper motor. Or is there like other stepper motor stuff that I'm not aware of just yet? Because this just says stepper motor. Use this in combination with a hinge connector part to realize rotating arms. Oh, I think I did do it wrong. I'm relearning how the parts attach. I think I did the same issue here. I need to use the hinge connector. That is what will rotate the flaps. All right, now they should rotate. All right, so I press A, press D. All right, so A. So that needs to be reversed, but it's totally working as intended now. Now let's adjust the settings here. So we want hold key on. We want, wait, this one needs to be reversed. So this is D, A, and this one becomes, wait, A at the top, D at the bottom. D at the top, A at the bottom. All right, let's do 20 degrees. I don't know how much of a defect these things have yet, but now they should at least be on the right track. Let's go ahead and test it. All right, ready? A, D. Wait, I thought I reversed them. Oh, they're already mirrored, so the reversing is built into the mirroring because they're facing opposite directions. D, A. All right, so now those should be good. Let's get to a tail. All right, using the old noggin to try to figure out how to make a single stepper motor control both sides of the tail ailerons. So I got the stepper motor here, goes into this, which goes into this, which now rotates this. And that should be what I need, but now I need to figure out how to get this to also be attached to the plane and go out to the tail, and go out to the flaps. Because then I also need on the flaps, I need this to be attached here. And now the problem is this blocks any attachment point coming back there. I use this to then connect like that. Because this tail is attached here. And then we're attaching back to this axle, so that is its attachment point back to the main body. And then we can take these... Oh, I don't own any more of that type. Need to buy some more. Do I want it to be facing this way, or do I technically, like... I don't know. I feel like that's good enough. Can I fly now? Well, I gotta assign the controls here. Technically, it rotates down is the default rotation. So am I correct in assuming that key A is the visual representation of the rotation? So if it rotates down, that would pitch me down, which I want to be W, and pitching up, I would want to be that. And we're gonna say that this is like 30 degrees and then negative 30 degrees. Close that. I gotta change this to be space and control. And let's do a test, see if this works. Okay, that looks good. So, nope, I got that reversed. Base does take me forward. Do I have liftoff? This isn't looking good. This is not looking good at all. I think the rotational issue I was worried about is happening, the torque. How are you supposed to do it with one propeller? I kind of feel like one propeller doesn't work. I feel like the Wright brothers, well, I feel like the Wright brothers' third brother that nobody knows about because he didn't contribute anything significant, but he tried, but just never got named. I'm trying right now. My first real plane in screwdrivers. Wait, why do these have different? Wait, yeah, why do these? Oh, it's probably because of this. They're not symmetrical on the inside. Well, that's not good either. Okay, anyway, this somehow is reversed. So we want S and W. Okay, do I need to break this up into 2 engines? Am I gonna have to do a little bit of that? And I want to like do a little bit of boop, boop, boop. And then boop, 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 boop. Does it actually collide? Does the engine need to be really exposed? Okay, yeah, it looks like you actually can't build it like that. We'll move it to the front of the wing. But then how am I going to attach it? We'll rotate it. Nope, that's not the dirt. Where are you going? Because I feel like that's just going to be easier to connect these. Actually, I can probably move the whole thing in to there before it collides. All right, then we attach that. And then how do we attach a 90-degree corner like that? I think we just do that and that. All right, something weird happened over here. That's not at all mirrored. All right, let's just move you right there. Wait, why is the mirror mode? Why am I not centered anymore? Let's take the whole thing. Let's center you. Why is the mirror mode over there now? All right, there. Nope. There, that's the center. We've lost our center for mirror mode. I'm just gonna turn mirror mode off now. Oh, but then the problem is these need to be reversed, but these don't, I don't know if these work in both directions or not. All right, so now this one is gonna be space and control. And then this one has to be control and space to counter their torque. And let's just do a quick test here and see what happens. I'm worried that the propeller direction is going to just not... I feel like we just watched like an AI video of a plane trying to fly. All right, so apparently we didn't attach our wings, which looks simple enough to just do that. Oh, move the mirror plane. I did that? I didn't know you could do that. There we go. All right, mirror mode's back. We're back, boys. All right, now let's get back and trying to see if this thing even works. All right, air control disable. No, why are they going the same way? I reversed their controls. Did it not get saved? Okay, let's see. So this one, space forward, control back. Why do I not understand how the rotations, how the default rotations work? There we go. No, the propellers are flipped. But I don't know how to, I tried rotating the propellers and I couldn't figure it out. All right, so they both rotate inwards. The left propeller is bringing us backwards for some reason. Wait, that seems like if they're both rotating inwards, if this one rotates inwards, that actually should catch the air the right way according to the angle of this. All right, you know what? I'm gonna put this here for reference. All right, so now, see, this doesn't work. I need it to flip because I need these to rotate in opposite directions, but then that causes the propeller force to be in opposite directions. But if I have them rotating in the same direction, then I have torque that I can't counter. So I'm kind of stuck. All right, you know what? Let's go back to the garage real quick. Here, let's just look at this. All right, I'm just gonna drive with this thing and I just wanna see, what do you do? What are you doing here? That is a massive tail. Why do you go straight? What is he doing? What is that? Is there not a torque problem? What's going on here? Why is there not a torque problem on this one? I don't see a counter torque. They're all rotating in the same direction, right? All right, let's go back into build mode. Why do you... Okay, so you have the engine here. It's just plain... It's just attached right here. It goes out, rotates this, which rotates this, which rotates this, which rotates all of these propellers. So you just have like extra propellers here. And then you just got a big old tail. Did I just not have a big enough tail? And then you got stepper motors doing this thing. Was there nothing wrong with mine? Why does mine rotate though? All right, let me get back to both of them rotating the same direction. I'm confused why torque doesn't seem to affect that one. But when both of mine are rotating, you can clearly see I have this just super strong turning effect. It might just be because my tail's too small. All right, I'm gonna try that. Come on. Why do I rotate? Is it just because of my tail is dragging and I don't have friction on my tail? All right, here we go. We got a center wheel in the back. Is this gonna help? We're going. Oh, we're going straight. Oh, are those physical? Okay. Okay. All right, come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not good. It's terrible, actually. It's so bad. All right, it seems broken. For some reason, why is it broken? There's analyzing cars, center of mass. It says it's like, I don't know, there's 2 center of masses back here. There's no center of mass here. I don't know what I did wrong. Let's go look at the other car again. What do the stats say on this? See, all right, see, it moves it into the thing. This one has propellers actually like on the thing. Why does it seem like mine doesn't register my engines as proper? And this whole episode is just gonna be about getting a successful flight. I don't know, I'm just gonna try again. I changed how the engines were attached. Oh, I can't even, now that I've changed how the engines are attached, I literally can't spawn it in anymore. It says calculating vehicle, and then it just stops. I've broken it. It says car has errors, but I don't know what those errors are. When I look at the other car, I can't find anything it's doing that I'm missing. All right, I'm gonna do an experiment and delete both engines. Can I spawn it in like this? No. I mean, nothing. I can't spawn anything anymore. I feel like I may have actually broken the game. Is the wheel the error? I'm just gonna delete this. Hey! Why is it letting me spawn in? Air controls disabled. Why is it letting me spawn in now? So now if I do this, does having a wheel in the center mess things up? All right, so we have a wheel on each side now. Now let's see. Hey, this is something. Was I just messing myself up with the center wheel the whole time? Go! Wait, why are the propellers not working now? Oh, okay. They have somehow gotten reversed. But now they are also in the wrong direction, both of them. All right, so this one has to be control, this one has to be space. And this one has to be space, and this one has to be control. Now, we should be able to at least go forward, but we're not in like an airport right now, so I need to switch maps. There we go. Lift off! Lift off! No! All right, let's get on the appropriate map here. I can also enable taxiing by allowing steering on these. I can't spawn in anymore. This was the problem. The error is adding steering into these. So now if I put steering, no. Because I put steering in, that was one of the last things I did on my other vehicles. I put steering. I broke it with the steering. I can't spawn in anymore, even though I undid the steering. A, B, putting things back to where they were. A, B. Come on. Car has errors. Why does the car have errors now? This one doesn't have errors anymore. All right, if I just delete these. Analyzing car. All right, now it's fine. There's something weird with the back wheels. Can I make these steerable? All right, I made the front wheels steerable, and it didn't seem to cause errors. All right, so now I can taxi. All right, I don't know. I'm finding some weird glitches with the game, but can I fly? Oh, why did I immediately nose down after I pitched up? I was doing fine, and then I just nosed down immediately. I think I need more lift in my back. Wait, no. I nosed down, which means I need more lift in my front. All right, I'm pitching up. You can see it's kind of working. I'm trying to roll to the right, and it's not working. Oh, once I pitch down, it's over. Why? I'm giving myself more lift back here. I'm gonna increase these angles to 30. I feel more stable. I'm gonna make my other wings a little bit bigger too. This is starting to come together. Adding tail wings helped out a lot rather than just pure ailerons. Who would have thought? Woo! Oh. For some reason, it doesn't like it when I go upside down. It freezes my my roll. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're finally getting somewhere functional. I think just making these wings a little bit bigger will go a long way. Okay, front wings, as you can see, are now much longer. Now I'm feeling like my body is kind of short. But let's see if we are more stable now. I can't really lift off the ground. All right, surprisingly, I feel more front heavy now that I've added more lift to my front wings. I definitely have a strong nose down effect. My roll is okay. I could extend those ailerons a little bit more for some more roll control. But this isn't like completely intolerable. This is totally, as you can see, it is very doable. I am flying. All right. Oh no, why did that nose down so heavy there? Okay, I was gonna try to come in for a nice landing, but as you can see, that did not work out. All right, I am going to make my body just a little bit longer. All right, now I give myself a little bit of a body, and I don't know. Let's see what this first challenge is all about. Can I just do one challenge in the career with this thing? All right, the start. I'm ready. Oh no, I gotta take off the ground. I am not ready. I don't think I can take off the ground. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. I need a cliff to drive off of. How are these guys gonna take off the ground? Uh-oh. Please be a cliff at the end of the runway. Oh, I can take off the ground? I didn't know I could do that. Some of those guys are fast. They have like jet engines and stuff. I'm flying. I'm flying. I did it. I actually did it. I built it from scratch and it works. I'm slow. I'm pretty slow, but we're gonna do a challenge in the plane version. I mean, assuming I complete this without crashing. We saw how quickly things can turn from stable to unstable. But it looks like that's gonna be the end right there. Simple course. Finish. There we go. We got bronze. All right, obviously, as you unlock more parts, they'll probably get a little bit easier to improve. But that was successful. The only thing I haven't done, which I'm gonna do right now, is I haven't landed this thing. And one of my qualifications for a successful aircraft build is if you can take off, fly where you want to go, and land. So why am I starting up in the sky like this? All right, look, can we, yeah, all right, that's fine. I mean, technically I didn't take off, but there's a runway behind us. Can I get back there? I feel like lengthening my body has increased my stability by a lot. Okay, look at this. Look at this approach. All right, we can start going down now. I have way more gliding ability than I expected. All right, ready, and we're just gonna land. But let's, how about we start slowing down with some reverse propeller action? There we go. Took a little bit. Wow, there's like a lot of aerodynamics just cutting through. We were not slowing down at all. We need some air brakes on this thing. Oh yeah, I forgot I can actually turn and taxi with this as well. All right, we have a real plane in screwdrivers. There's totally some crazy systems you could have with your planes too, eventually, as you create gear systems and all that stuff, I'm sure. But this dual prop plane works just fine enough. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, maybe I'll try some more challenges in screwdrivers if you guys want to see more, because this was obviously just the start, as indicated by the name of the first challenge. And look at this, if I just don't put any reverse thrust at all, I am never slowing down. But we got our first plane. If you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.